giving you a Merry Christmas.
Oh, well, thank you.
Vicky just texted me.
Yes, I am so heartbroken.
Oh, all of us. I'm sure she is. And with Mom.
Yeah, I'm gonna, like, I'm not normally superstitious, but
Let's not go there. Yeah. I get it. Well, so
Okay.
I haven't even started cutting out.
so this is month 2.
I know.
So
But cutting out was the first month, right?
cutting out is the first one.
Okay, because I thought I missed. I'm like, did I miss the first month? Guess not.
No.
I brought some Joan.
Me
You
too.
had some too.
It's not really show and well, it's sort of show and tell. Sort of. Hi, Janet.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Hi.
That's on my phone. It sounded like my phone, but it wasn't my phone.
She's in jail. It's
Uh-huh.
gonna get him out.
So we need to get those in again.
Huh?
We need to get those in again.
These,
Mm-hmm.
I really like them.
That's the June Taylor.
June Taylor.
I love those. I've made a couple of those.
I'm gonna check and see if she can. I have several table runners that I thought, oh, I can quilt those. I'm a piecer, I'm not a quilter. So
Not
anyway,
very many
yes.
people are both quilters and piecers.
And
Sarah
that's
is,
okay.
Sarah can do both, but my hands just, well, for one thing, this one just don't, it doesn't work. But anyway, I thought if she could just put these all on one.
You can.
Remember these?
I do. Are you gonna hold them up for show and tell?
I can.
Okay.
And then this I made for a class on rulers. The rulers are sitting on the shelf. So, but no, I thought I could use these for this, but I don't have enough of any of them.
So do you think it's different sizes of brain between piecing and quilting? Is that why there's not a tremendous amount of crossover?
I used to hand quilt, I can't figure out how to.
Or do you think it is I hate this quilt at some point and therefore when it's done, I'm finding the first advantageous point that it's done, which is it's completely pieced, so therefore I don't want anything to do with it?
Well, I think it's all of those things. So there's not many people who are good at art and math, right?
Well, as
I'm not
crazy as
good at
it
either
sounds,
one.
yeah, as crazy as it sounds though, that's kind of the same thing with music and math, and there's a lot of similarity between the two.
Well, music is math,
right.
right? But
Right.
but art,
Well, art replicates itself in nature. I was reading something that said that basically the Fibonacci code is found all over nature. And so I think that there's probably a connection. It's just so distant that most people's brains don't make that connection.
A lot of
I'm not a scientist. I don't know the answers to
Yeah.
that, but I do know what I've seen, and that there is not a lot of people that like to do both. And so people who are artistic and mathematical at the same time. So we see a lot of nurses, we see a lot of accountants, we see a lot of computer engineers, those types of people in here doing quilting because they're in such a rigid industry that the creativity gives them the freedom to express themselves, where most people, their job does not. So their job is a specific set of rules. Those people, because they're kind of boxed into this rigid set of rules. Following a pattern is really easy for them because it's a set of instructions to follow.
Right.
But when you go, okay, now I need to quilt this, they don't turn on that type of creativity, the free spirit that you need to go,
Right, the free motion.
the free motion and
a lot
all of
the
that.
other times is hand-eye coordination, because you're moving that, and it's like quilters, when they say when you start, you need to practice on a whiteboard your motion and
I can teach anybody free motion quilting.
Yeah.
Whether or not they're going to enjoy it is a separate thing.
Exactly.
But I can teach the skill. Anybody can learn the skill of free motion quilting. It's just muscle memory. Right?
And
So,
not everybody's good with that. Not everybody likes it.
but not everybody's going to like it.
Yeah.
So,
Like, you have a program, what do you have? Do you have like the automation, or do you have it?
What, for quilting? Oh, I have a long arm, and I have an embroidery machine, and I do some own kinds of stuff.
So
I
she's
do
saying, is
everything.
your long arm automated, or do you do free motion quilting exclusive?
Both.
Do you mostly do your?
I am trying to get into the free
Mostly,
motion.
yeah.
The problem is, I started with automation, and it's kind of like learning math on a calculator and then going back and trying to figure out what your times tables are. That's one of my advice to anybody that asks about long arms is get proficient on the free motion side, and then you can take the shortcut with the automation. But if you do it the opposite, it's really hard to go back and say, well, why am I putting up with this struggle? Why do I have to actually torture myself like this when there's an easier way?
well, my experience has been that when people buy a long arm and they buy it without automation, it's rare that they go back and add it. So once they learn the free motion skills, they're like, oh, I got this. So
Or
It's-
they buy the automation and they're like, why would I ever try free motion? I got
Exactly.
automation.
exactly.
Ironically enough, my show and tell's got both on it, so.
I mean, I can do both. I don't. I primarily use the automation
Yeah,
in
me too.
what I do. Our show and tell today, so is actually,
Do you want me to help hold it?
oh, that'd be great. It's a plug for the Springfield store. This is one of their kits that they're doing.
Oh, for Springfield?
Yep.
You know,
There we go.
Yellow, I got
I don't want to hit
it.
it.
They added a green
Because it's
color.
got a lot of white in it.
It is. It's such a cute quilt.
It is pretty.
Oh, I love that.
The backing they do not have. That was a dig through the back of the scrounge.
Yeah.
Kind of.
This
kind
is
of,
very
uh,
pretty. Well, you could do all this with AccuQuilt.
Oh, absolutely. That's why one of the reasons I wanted to show it is you
Yeah.
could make this quilt with AccuQuilt
Yeah.
if you wanted to.
Absolutely.
It is a kit that they have down in Springfield, so check out the website, quiltsampler.com. They probably have the kits up now,
Or
even though
stop
the,
by tomorrow when you're in Springfield.
or stop by when you're in Springfield and pick one up.
Do our points count there as same here?
They do have the same reward system, but the points don't cross over.
Yeah, great.
You know, doing these funny.
So you have one?
Who else brought show and tell?
I didn't.
You did.
She's coming.
That's coming.
There's your little one.
So, a couple of years ago, my friend said, hey, here's a bag of Grandma's clothes. Grandma was born in like 1911, so they're not t-shirts.
I think it's 27.
Huh?
That one
Not
didn't have it, that one had it.
Anyway, she was older woman. Anyway,
And her style was older.
yeah, and so she hands me this bag of clothes and says, we make my kids 3 quilts. And I said, okay, so then her kids told me, we don't want quilts, we don't want quilts. I was like, so I got her
And there
into
wasn't enough
doing,
clothes in there to make one quilt.
yeah, I talked my friend into making wall hanging. So this is what we came up with.
Oh,
that's
super
These are
cute.
all Grandma's clothes in here. And then he digitized this stuff, but I was like,
That's darling.
So it's
nobody's
angels
gonna
and
say no to
presents.
this, I don't
No,
think.
that's
Isn't it cute?
that's holiday decoration. It's
Yeah,
super
It's
cute.
beautiful.
So then, once I decided to make this, she goes, do you have more to make for my dad too? And my mom and dad, I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, sure. So I made one for them, and then I sent them all to her. I sent 5 total, and she goes, oh, I wish I had asked for one more for my sister. I was like, you're killing me, kid. But okay,
Yeah.
I'll make it. So I had enough to make, this is her, I made those all last year. So I made this one, took me a whole year to make this, because I really didn't want to touch this ever again.
I agree.
That's what I mean by when you get to that point where you hate a quilt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't hated the quilt so much and all. But anyway, I love it though. When it's done, it's pretty. So
Same
I made
back
this
door, okay.
for her.
So,
Yeah, and then on the back. Yeah, it's got.
so I did the free motion around the ornaments, but the presents and
Well,
the
let me
borders,
see.
obviously the computer stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, because he's got presents under the tree and stuff like that here. So anyway, she loved it, wanted one more for her sister. So I said, all right, I'll make that. And then I was like, you know what, give it to her. I'll make yours special. Well, this is exactly the same. Yeah. On one of the shirts, it was a sweatshirt. It had a, what is that, a cardinal?
Oh wow.
Whatever.
I admire
So,
your
this
your
right here?
force of will to actually do the same quilt over and over and over. That is
Yeah.
so
Drove me really
cute.
bad.
So I saw
You got
this,
your embroidery
and I
machine out.
decided- Yes, I did. I
Very
decided
nice.
I had to incorporate that, so we embroidered those things. Made
Very
her that in the middle. It's a little different. I'll put this in my good, please. And then, yeah, she's
Nice.
she lives in North Carolina, but she's here for her daughter's.
Oh,
I made it candy crush.
love that backing. I use that a lot.
Very cute.
The white minky really pops. I mean, you can see it in the white much better than you can in the red, in my opinion.
I love how Minky always looks embossed
Mhm.
on the
I
back.
think it's dangerous. It should come with a warning label.
It's addictive,
If you're
right?
snuggling this stuff,
You
you're
never
done for
know
the
where
day.
to go.
Yeah.
So
That,
anyway,
if you end up cutting it at all,
Oh,
that's
yes.
all right,
It is
yeah.
quite messy.
but we used our Aki quilt, we used our embroidery machine. I never use either one of them.
Nice.
So
very
Nice.
I'm getting
done.
used to it. But yeah, on these things, I cut out all these with the I think it was the 8-inch block, has
Mhm.
2-inch squares or
Yep.
something.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I used for one of those. And then the strips. I was like, whoo, I'm getting used my machine.
Pat, you're up.
Anyway. But I am done. I'm not touching that material. I'll never make, it's a free pattern. You guys can get it online.
Grandma's gone and buried. It's
No.
done.
Mine, I used AccuQuilt as well, but I thought, oh, I can quilt these, because I like to do smaller things and maybe quilt them so I can pay for the bigger things. Well, it didn't happen, so.
Oh, that's
That's so
cute.
pretty.
I love that. Love the color.
Very cute.
And this was my sister-in-law, my brother's widow, lives in North Carolina up on a mountain.
Oh, careful.
It's not locked. Did you get it?
A mountain in North Carolina, like Asheville.
She lives at Lake Lure, about an hour and a half from Asheville. You know where Chimney Rock and all that destruction. She works as a first responder,
Oh,
and they had 6 or 8 deaths. And I don't know, 40-some rescues. But she's on a mountain.
Our
This-
friend is actually in North Carolina also.
on the beach. She lives on the beach. Or near
They
the
that
beach.
for
That's
a
very
class to learn to use rulers, and that didn't happen. I got the rulers.
Like ruler work quilting.
Mhm. And so I'm gonna see if
Just curious, what'd you do for a living?
I was a nurse.
Okay.
Why?
Just, we were talking about like people
Yeah, you were out of the room.
who
We're
like
talking
to
about behind your
quilt.
back.
Oh,
No, not necessarily.
No.
So,
We're talking about people.
I'm
who
very,
quilt.
it's very precise.
Yes.
And I love, but
I love that pattern.
I do too.
It's so
This-
cute.
Oh,
That is so
darling.
cute.
This was one I thought, oh, I could use.
And that's what we were talking about, nurses and all these engineers and that being precise and loving to do the
Yeah, I loved peace.
piece.
But the quilting, not so much.
No, because then you have to be free.
Exactly what we were saying.
Exactly what we were saying. It's like it's the job forces you into this comfort zone where everything is kind of rigid. So following patterns makes you feel comfortable.
Yeah.
The free motion quilting is like standing on the edge of a cliff.
literally.
But I would almost argue that with nursing, I was a respiratory therapist. You really gotta think on your feet.
You do.
Well, you do,
And you gotta be flexible.
and you do.
But you gotta-
When you're an OB, you're really flexible.
You got a rigid set of
Not
rules
as
to
fast
work
as you make your
within.
patients be.
What?
So,
So when you're an OB, you gotta be
Very
flexible.
pretty.
When you make your
And
patients be more
I
flexible.
have been working with my new embroidery machine and quilting,
Oh,
making trivets for gift
Those are so cute.
Christmas gifts.
In the
yeah.
hood projects.
Yeah, and then this was my retro 1950s silver tree.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, so I was just making for neighbors and relatives.
That's cute.
Haven't started this project, but I've done a lot of the AccuQuilt projects with Joan and just love them. Love all my AccuQuilt. By the way, that new pinwheel blog, we're gonna maybe do something with that next.
Maybe.
Maybe. That's an awesome.
Have like 3 in the works, so.
Okay. That's an awesome blog.
It is. Okay, so let's get started and talk about our patterns. So last month we did cutting. And so this month we're piecing. We are doing 3 colors. Let me get the original. So this is what it looks like. It is hanging out in the front for anybody who wants to look at it. So we're doing, I'll give you a preview of how it's pieced. It's actually, you're gonna make 4 sections and then piece the 4 sections together. So if you want to start piecing with your 3 colorways, you can just refer to your original cutting instructions that has the picture of the pattern and start piecing your 4 sections. If you want. If you don't, you don't have to. We're super easy like that. The pictures of the fabrics are pretty good on these. We won't have to really worry about it till we get close to the next month. When we get closer and one of the patterns is the same except it's larger. Does that make sense? One of the pattern prints is the same except one's like a mini version of the print. So the big print goes in the middle. It makes the little cross. And then the other one is the darker one right here. So we did have somebody making this in the 6-inch cube. I don't have cutting instructions for that one, so I don't know what the fabric requirements are for you if you wanted to make it in that one as well. But you could, obviously. She wanted it to be a little bit smaller. So 6-inch, this uses the 8-inch. Well, this is the 4-inch. Maybe it is, yeah, it is bigger. She wanted it to be a little bit bigger, so.
68 by 68 is pretty big size.
Yeah. So I think she has a king size bed.
And would the 6-inch, or would it be more of an 8-inch to go on the king size bed?
So it's 20% larger. So if it's 68 by 68, let me pull up a calculator. So 68 times 1.20, 81.6 by 81.6. That's queen. So
Would be the 6-inch, right?
Yeah.
And then an 8-inch would take it probably the king.
it'd be twice. So, because you would be doing, instead of 4-inch blocks, you'd be doing 8-inch blocks. It'd be huge. So 100 and something, right? 100.
Well,
30.
68, that'd make it bigger than most frames could hold, wouldn't it? If you double that?
Yes. You'd need a 14-foot long arm to do it. We couldn't quilt it here. Our biggest is like 106 by 114.
Yeah, I had 120 by 125.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I forget, what size? The biggest
14.
So you lose about 8 inches on each side. So if your frame is a 14-foot frame, I can't do that math in my head real quick, but you lose basically 16 inches of quilting space.
Right.
So
So we could do 12 and a half basically. Ish.
yeah. Well, that's still huge. That's 144 inches, right? 12 times 12 would be 144, right?
Yeah,
So
it's still huge.
yeah.
I mean, at that point, you've got your little straps on the end to keep it tight on the side, about that long.
Yes, I'm doing one like that right now. I just did a log cabin. It's
Put them
huge.
in the clips with it.
It's 96. Any questions about our quilting or piecing today? Nope. You guys have all done these. These are super easy.
It's a lot to cut out, but it is a quick stitch.
So if you're using the 4-inch cube, you're cutting, where is my original pattern? So in your cutting instructions, if you're using the 4-inch cube, you have 904 white half square triangles. You can cut 80 of those with one width of fabric. It goes super fast. So there's 8 shapes on the 4-inch cube. So 6 times 8, you're cutting 48 pieces each time you roll it through the cutter. If you're planning on doing this, go back and watch the video for the first one. If you're going to get a kit, because it tells you how to cut the kit, so your strips and everything. So go back and watch that one if you're going to do
That
it.
would be on Joan's Sews.
It's on YouTube under the Joan Sews channel. Just look for this background. So, and we are changing the background. We're going to start doing more videos instead of lives. So, watch out for those.
Put the quilt that you're working on behind it.
Yep.
So we can go look for that.
I will. We're going to hang this one up though. So, I have some labor that has to be done before we're completely ready to do all of that. But soon.
Just go there and look for the date, but.
Yeah, and so we're going to be building out the channel a little bit better and organizing it a little bit better where you have AccuQuilt. So if we do videos, then you can organize them, where if you do lives, they're just in the order that they were displayed. So
Yeah.
it'll be good. No more questions? All right, happy sewing. Thanks for coming.
Thank you. Have a Merry Christmas.
Oh, you too. Merry Christmas.